What's up guys? So I'm back with another video, and the topic of the video today is the suicide grip versus the normal grip. Okay, so after a particular amount of time into this particular sport or fitness, let's just say, it all comes down to the level of comfort. Okay, nothing necessarily wrong, nothing is necessarily that right. Okay, so it's all a matter of comfort, but then there are certain norms or certain things which are defined. So a suicide grip or a normal grip. Now what is a suicide grip? Now in case you're gripping the bar, okay, now you must have seen that the grip of the bar is generally two types. Okay, people generally grip the bar in two ways. Okay, you must have seen it in your gym as well. One is with the thumb under the bar. One is with, if this is the bar, one is with the thumb under the bar like this, overlapping your fingers, and one is with your fingers overlapping but your thumb over the bar. This is called as the suicide grip. Now the suicide grip is generally used for pushing movements. When it comes to shoulder press, when it comes to using your triceps, when it comes to chest press, stuff like that, right? So why is it that the suicide press is used? Now I haven't seen very valid reasons. It's more a matter of comfort because I've asked people as well. But what I have seen personally and what also science says is that when you're actually doing some tricep exercises like say skull crushers or tricep push downs, a lot of your secondary muscle movement which comes from the forearms is completely taken off when you use a suicide grip. So you can focus a lot more on the tricep. It is a lot more of the tricep movement. Now when you're doing extensions on the cable, something like this, so what happens is you're pushing with your palms when you're doing a suicide grip. When it's completely overhand and your thumbs are locked, a lot of it is done by the forearms and a lot of it is done by the wrist. Okay, so generally you would have seen the suicide grip is used in which the wrists are prone like this and they actually go ahead and extend, right? So that is one part of it. So suicide grip is, let's just say, something that helps you focus on the muscle a lot better. Okay. On the other hand, when you're using the normal grip, you'll feel a lot stronger. Okay. I personally use proper overhand grip, except for when I'm training really light or really high reps. Then I actually use a suicide grip. Otherwise, I have a grip of a power lifter, which again means you grip the bar as tight as you can, right? So that was the suicide grip and how that is advantageous. The normal grip has the advantage, one, that you'll feel stronger. The other is when you're performing any kind of a heavy lift, it's actually better to have a full grip, right? So when you're having a deadlift, then it's completely out of the question, the suicide grip. When you're actually benching, it is told that you should grip the bar as tight as you can. That helps. Okay. Squats don't really require grip, so that's up to you. What I'm saying right now is that it's obviously a matter where it comes to comfort, but then there are certain norms where a stronger lift would I would recommend that you use a normal full grip when you're going for something very heavy. Okay, because it's kind of risky to use a suicide grip when you're doing heavy bench press, right? So if the bar rolls off, then you're screwed. So it's better that you actually use a full grip when you're going heavy, and when you're actually looking to focus and contract and squeeze, then use a suicide grip, especially for the pulling movements. One thing which I have noticed is, one tip that I'm going to give you here is when you do your overhand grip barbell curls. Okay, so overhand grip barbell curls are used for forearms as well as the biceps. Okay, and how the biceps, not exactly the biceps, but they hit the brachialis muscle, which the hammer curls hit. It's a muscle right under the bicep, right? So it makes your arm bigger as well. So when you're doing that and you want to remove focus from the forearms and you want the focus to be transferred to the brachialis, use a suicide grip. Instead of curling like this, curl like this. You'll see that the focus will be on the brachialis other than the forearm. So yeah, try it out, and I'll be seeing you.